Hello students. Today we are going to study chapter number 15 of our class 10th science NCERT textbook, that is our environment. So the topics which should be covered in this chapter are introduction, components of environment, waste, ecosystem, food chain, food web, 10% law, biological magnificence, ozone depletion and preventive measures. So let's start with the introduction of the chapter. Environment is sum total of everything around an organism. So environment is everything that is present in the around an organism. It is the sum total. It is the total of all the things which is present around an organism, which includes both living things and non-living things. The living and non-living factors influence the environment. As we can see in the figure here given below, these are the trees, which is the living components. This is the water portion. This is our planet Earth. In this are the trees, which is the living components. This is the water portion, which is the non-living component. So this constitute of an environment. Now, components of environment. There are mainly two components of environment: abiotic components and biotic components. Abiotic components includes all the non-living things, and biotic components include the living things. Let's see. Abiotic factors. They are the non-living factors that affect the environment. Means non-living factors that affect the environment. It's not that non-living means which cannot walk, which cannot move. But the non-living factors means they cannot walk but they can feel. That are the non-living factors which affect the environment. So here, as we can see in the figure, examples are given: sunlight, water, temperature, air and rocks. These are the abiotic factors. If we see, these abiotic factors are categorized into three types. That is climatic factors, which includes wind, water, light and temperature. Then there is physiographic factors, which include height and slope. Then edaphic factors like minerals, soil, texture, soil organism, pH of the soil, etc. These are included in the abiotic factors, means the non-living factors that affects the environment. Now let's study about the biotic factors. Biotic factors are the living factors that affect the environment. It includes grazing animals, insects, lichens, humans, parasites. So as we can see here in the given figure, it includes both abiotic environment and biotic environment. In the abiotic environment, if we see, there is sunlight, there are trees, then we can say there is here there is water, then this much. And biotic factors, if we say, this is the buffalo, rabbit, lichens, they come under the biotic factors. So this both biotic and abiotic component together make up the environment. Environment is the sum of biotic and abiotic component. Then if we talk about waste is that we know that it is useless and discarded material. The material usually which we throw out is waste. But waste can be gaseous, liquid or solid. As we can see in the figure, this is the kitchen waste. It is solid waste. This is the liquid waste. This is the waste which is coming out of the chimneys, which is a type of gaseous waste. Then there are types of waste. Waste are of two types: biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste. Biodegradable waste are the waste that can be broken down by the organisms or can be broken down by the bacteria, we can say. And non-biodegradable waste are the waste which cannot be broken down by the bacteria or organisms. If we see here, this is the kitchen waste, which is biodegradable waste, which can be broken down easily, and this is the plastic waste, which comes under non-biodegradable waste. So it is the biodegradable waste. If we talk about it, it is the waste that is broken down by biological processes. So it can be broken down by biological processes, and who breaks it? Saprophytes. Sapro means the dead and decayed organisms. Sapro are the dead and decayed organisms who breaks down the biodegradable waste through biological process. If we see here, example of the figure of kitchen waste is given as an example. If we look, kitchen waste, sewage, cotton, cloth, etc. These all come under the biodegradable waste. Now, non-biodegradable waste. Non-biodegradable are those which cannot be broken down by biological processes. They can't be broken down by biological processes. Example, if we take plastics, polythene bags, etc. So that's why we can say that they are non-biodegradable waste. So that's why we should ban the use of these type of materials. Then the non-biodegradable waste creates environmental pollution, and it is an undesirable change in physical, chemical and biological characteristic of air, water and soil. So as we know that non-biodegradable waste is not broken down, it cannot be broken down. So that's why it creates environmental pollution, because it will stay there and it will damage the environment. So it is an undesirable change. So that's why an undesirable physical, chemical and biological characteristics, there will be a change in these characteristics of air, water and soil. It will pollute the air, then it will pollute the water, plus it pollutes the soil. Then comes the ecosystem. Ecosystem is a structural and functional unit of biosphere. Biosphere, as you know, that it is the that you have learnt in the earlier classes, in your lower classes, class 9th, about biosphere, that it includes everything in this what we say universe, or we can say in the whole solar system. So biosphere includes everything which is on the earth. So the structural and functional unit of biosphere is called the ecosystem, and it includes living organisms plus non-living organisms. It includes everything, living and non-living organisms, and these living and non-living organisms, they interact with their food chain and biogeochemical cycles. So biogeochemical cycles are generally for recycling of nutrients. We use biogeochemical cycles. The biogeochemical processes occurs for the recycling of nutrients. So as we can see here, the ecosystem is given where non-living and living, both the components are given. So the sunlight, then water comes under the non-living components, and rabbit, trees, though they are inside water or outside the water, they are included in the living organisms. So the ecosystem consists of both living and non-living organisms and their interaction with food chain. They interact with food chain and biogeochemical cycles, or we can say they interact through the food chain and biogeochemical cycles. Now, types of ecosystem. There are two types of ecosystem. Natural and artificial. Natural ecosystem is which we get from the nature by default. Natural ecosystems are lakes, ponds, forests, etc. As we can see here in the figure, the example of forest is given as a natural ecosystem. Artificial ecosystem is an ecosystem which is man-made, made by humans. Example: garden, crop feed, aquarium, etc. We can see here that the aquarium is given in the figure as an example of an artificial ecosystem. Now, types of organisms in an ecosystem. What type of organisms are there in an ecosystem? Here we have taken the figure of a natural ecosystem, that is of a forest. Now, what type of organisms live in this type of ecosystem? That we will see. First is producers. Producers are the organisms that can make their own food by themselves by utilizing the solar energy. That is, we can simply say that the organisms that can make their food by themselves, that is by the process of photosynthesis. So, examples of producers are mostly plants, that is photosynthetic bacteria, grass, shrubs and trees. That is, we know they make their food by themselves through the process of photosynthesis. And there is a pigment called as photosynthetic pigment which helps in the conversion of this solar energy into chemical energy. Then another type of organisms are consumers. Consumers are the organisms that depend upon the producers. We can say them as flesh eaters. Flesh eaters are called as consumers. That is, these are the organisms that depend upon the producers for their nutritional requirement. They make them as their nutritional requirement. Then they can be herbivores, carnivores and omnivores. So consumers includes herbivores, carnivores and omnivores, and they are those that feed on green plants for their food. So some feed on green plants, some feed on animals that eat the green plants. All those organisms comes under the consumers. So here are the herbivores. Herbivores are called primary consumers. Primary consumers, herbivores, we can say that they are plant eaters, the animals who eat plants. Example, if we say deer, rabbit, mouse, etc. They are all plant eaters and they come under primary consumers. Then comes the carnivores. Carnivores are called as flesh eaters. They are the flesh eating organisms, or we can say flesh eating animals. That is, the animals which depend on other animals for their food requirement. For example, frog, jackal, wildcat, etc. We can take lion, tiger also. Then omnivores. Omnivores are those organisms which feed on plants as well as on animals. They can be plant eaters as well as flesh eaters, or we can say they eat both plants as well as the flesh. Example, dog, bear, ant, etc. Then parasites. Parasites, if we say, they are those organisms that live on other organisms' body. So they are the organism which live on other organisms' body, whom we call as host, either on or inside the food and fulfill its nutritional requirement. That is, parasites are the organisms that live on or inside other organisms' body, whom we call as host. That is, they live on or inside the body of host and they fulfill their nutritional requirement. If we talk about lice lives in the hair of humans. So in that they live on the hair of humans. So our humans are called as host and the lices are the organisms, those who live on the hair of host, that is on humans. Here other examples are Plasmodium, tapeworm, Ascaris, etc. In the figure, example of lysis is given. Then decomposers. Decomposers are those organisms that feed on dead and decaying organic matter. Decomposers means either they are the organisms, decompose means either dead or decaying, which are already dead or are going to die or are on the stage of dying. So they are the organisms which feed on the dead and decaying organisms or decaying matter. If we see example of microorganisms, other examples if we take of fungi, bacteria, worms, etc. So these are the example of decomposers. Here if we take, so these are the organisms which lives in the ecosystem. So now in this session, today's session, we studied about the types ecosystem. First of all, we studied about the environment, then we studied about the types of environment, or we studied about the types of components, then we studied about the waste, types of waste, then ecosystem, types of ecosystem, that is natural and artificial. Then we studied about the organisms, different types of organisms that live inside the ecosystem. They are producers and consumers. Producers, if we term, they are autotrophs, that is they make their food by themselves by the process of photosynthesis. Consumers, if we say, they are heterotrophs, that is they depend on producers for their food. Consumers are herbivores, carnivores or omnivores. So herbivores are those who are plant eaters, they depend on plants for their nutritional requirements. Carnivores are flesh eaters who depend on other animals for their nutritional requirements. Omnivores are the organisms who feed on plants as well as animals both. They come under omnivores. Other organisms we saw are parasites. Parasites are the organisms which depend, or we can say which live inside the or which live in or on the body of other organism, which we call as host. Example we took of lysis, who lives on the hair of humans. Then we talked about decomposers. Decomposers are the organisms which feed on dead and decaying matter. Example we took of bacteria, fungi, microorganisms, worms, etc. Now in the next session we will study about the rest of the topics which are left. So if you have any doubt related to this, you are free to ask. I hope you are clear with the concept. Thank you and have a great day.